Morning, dear students. In this section, I am going to explain about the costing of package tour. Costing of package tour is actually the determination of the monetary value of a tour package. So, we have already discussed about the tour package. That is, it is the sum of all the facilities and also the travel related services which are bundled as a one single package. So that is known as the tour package, which includes all the transportation facilities, accommodation, other entertainment, and all other activities are involved in this particular thing. So the costing of this tour package is actually the determination of the monetary value of that particular tour package. So the cost of this tour package is explained as the total expenses incurred to cover the places of interest along with other services into an appealing package tour. So the other services include all the travel services and accommodation services, the meals plan included, the activities and other entertainment or recreational activities which are included in that particular tour package. So, while deciding the costing of that tour package, there are different pricing strategies are available. Like the travel agent or the tour operator can use this marginal cost method or break-even pricing method, or rate of return pricing, or skimming, penetration, going rate differential. So there are different pricing strategies are available. So according to the company's objective and according to the market condition, that travel agent or a tour operator can use any one of these pricing strategies. So using the any one of the pricing strategy, they can actually determine the cost of that entire tour package. So usually it is decided as per head cost for a cost package. Then the components of the tour cost. So usually the tour package include all sorts of travel related services like the accommodation, transportation, entertainment, etc. So let's have a look at the components of tour cost. The tour cost includes like the research and development cost, travel cost, accommodation cost, transfer cost, food and beverage cost, sightseeing and activity cost, marketing cost, and all other thing which are included under the miscellaneous cost. So it includes the services of hotels. The tourists are using different meals plan, or they are using any kind of transportation like airline, railway, road transportation, or cruises, and they can have this tour package with the service of a tourist guide or not, and all other activities are coming under the miscellaneous tour cost. So moving on to the detail of this tour cost. First one is the market research and development cost. So the travel tour operator are usually designing a particular tour package. So if they are designing a new tour package, before designing this particular tour package, they have to conduct certain market research, because they have to understand the market situations and also what are the competitors offer and what are the customers interests. All these have to be properly analyzed before designing this particular tour package. So for that they usually conduct market research, and after conducting the research they will analyze the situations and all. Then after, according to the requirements of the or the interest of the customers, they are designing a new tour package. So actually cost is involved in this all these marketing and development activities. So that component of the cost is considered as the market research and development cost. Then the cost of new product development. Sometimes they redesign their existing product after conducting the market research, and sometimes they will design a new product. So they will innovate a new product, a particular type of tour package. So in that also certain elements of cost is involved. So that can be termed as the cost for new product development. Then the tour package also have this travel cost, because the customers are using international or domestic airfares or railways or car rental. All these services will be used by the tourists. So the cost involved in arranging this travel services can be termed as the travel cost. Then the another component is the transfer cost. Transfer cost means the travel agents or the tour operator have to arrange the travel facilities between the airports to the hotel and hotel to the airports, etc. So that transfer movement can be termed as the transfer cost. Then the accommodation in the sense that tourists are opting either primary or secondary kind of accommodation, and the cost is involved in all these things, and it can be termed as the accommodation cost. And sightseeing cost means the cost incurred for arranging the sightseeing or visiting the multiple destinations and attractions in a particular destination, and it also include the cost of the guide, refreshments, etc. So this also the calculations are usually done on per head basis. Then the administrative and the transactional cost, that means the cost of managing the preparation of the itinerary. And then another important cost involved is that the cost includes the salary and incentives given to the employees, the insurance premiums, the legal and financial and legal expenses, recruitment and selection cost. So all these costs are actually coming under the administrative and transactional cost. So the travel agents, for their day-to-day operations, they needs to arrange certain administration things. The cost involved in this particular administration process also is actually recovered from the selling of this tour package. So that is the administrative and transactional cost. Then the technical cost, in the sense if they are arranging the travel or accommodation services, they are actually usually done all these reservations and all using this computer reservation system or the global distribution system, that is GDS. And for having this new software or hardware and other computers, etc., it actually needs certain cost, that can be termed as the technical cost for the acquisition of new softwares, hardwares, computers, etc. Then the cost involved in the training and development of the staff, because the customer satisfaction is actually depends upon how the services are rendered to them, and that actually depends upon the service ability or the service mentality of the staff. And for that they have to properly do the training and development for the staff members, and the cost involved in this process can be termed as the cost for training and development of staff. Then after designing all these tour packages and all, they have to sell it, and this can be properly done by the marketing activities, which include the sales promotion measures and publicity measures and the advertisement. So the cost involved in the entire process of marketing can be termed as the cost of marketing. So that is then the next is that cost for bank interest. Sometimes the tour operator will take a loan from the bank, so they have to pay the interest, so that is the cost for bank interest. And the sunk cost, that is the cost incurred for the depreciation of fixed assets, etc., that all have to be recovered by selling of these tour packages. And other than this, some other costs are there which are coming under the miscellaneous cost, like the porter charge at the airports and railway stations, tips at the hotels or airports, entrance fees, insurance premiums, gifts given to the tourists, etc. So all these are actually coming under the miscellaneous cost. So these are the different components which are coming under the tour cost. So the travel agents or the tour operator have to properly analyze all the elements of the tour package, all the components of cost which are involved in that particular tour package. And after understanding all these things or analyzing, they have to do the proper calculation, and after that they can fix the final price of that particular tour package. Then next is what are the factors influencing tour costing. So while doing this pricing decision, there are certain factors which will have an impact on the tour cost. So these have to be properly analyzed before fixing that tour cost. The major factors which influence the pricing decisions are: first one is the seasonality, because the tourism industry is actually highly seasonality based industry. There are some seasons are considered as the peak season for tourism, especially during holiday time, Christmas time, New Year time, etc. Whereas some seasons are considered as the low season time. So the seasonality is a major factor which will have to influence the tour costing. Then second one is the operating cost. Operating cost in the sense they have to properly taken care of all the components which are involved in the tour package. What is the cost of that particular accommodation, transportation, what are the operating costs. So the total operating cost have to be properly calculated. So if the operating cost is very high, then the tour cost will also be high. So that has to be properly considered. Then the competition, if there is a severe competition in the market, then the tour operator has to design the package in such a way that the customer will buy that particular product, or the tour operator has to differentiate that product from the competitors product by way of properly pricing them. So the competition is one of the major element which will have an influence on the tour costing. Say, then the next element is the demand, that you have to analyze the demand of your tour package in the market. So demand is also is very important factor. If the demand is high, you can set a high price. Otherwise, you have to set a low price for your tour package. Then the tour and accommodation details, depending upon the type of room or the type of accommodation they are preferring, the cost will be different. Then the political and security concerns or natural disasters of that country of operation, you have to check whether the any political disturbance is there, or the security concerns like terrorist activity or the spread of disease, etc., are there or not. Then the if there is any possibility for natural disasters, they have to check whether it is a rainy season, or is there any chance for flood and all. So all these have to be properly taken care of while costing this tour package. Then average capacity, that is, you have to, usually the tour operators are designing a new tour package and they will sell for 1 or 2 years for that particular package. So while marketing this particular tour package, you have to properly check the capacity of each destinations which are included in that tour package. So if you are conducting a tour to a national park or a wildlife sanctuary, etc., there is some limitations in the number of persons who can participate the in a tourism activity into that area. So there are some visitor restrictions will be there. So the average capacity of the destinations have to be properly taken care of while designing the tour package, and this is also one of the factor which will have an influence on the tour costing. So these are the factors which will influence the tour costing. Then the tour cost elements, these can be divided and into different types. Like we can divide the cost, can be direct cost and indirect cost. Direct cost means which can be conveniently identified from a package. Like if you are buying a particular tour package, you can conveniently identify the cost elements of what are the cost of that accommodation, your this tariff of that particular hotel, or the travel cost, the tariff of or the airfares, etc. So the easily identifiable components of that package tour can be termed as the, that cost elements can be termed as the direct cost. Then indirect cost in the sense, there are certain components of the cost like the administration cost or the marketing cost or the research and development cost, etc. So these are actually the cost which are considered as the indirect cost, because the research and development cost, if you are designing a particular new tourism package, the certain amount have to be paid by the tour operator in order to do this marketing and research and development activities, and they will divide that entire, they will recover that cost which are actually spent for that research activities from the selling of the tour package to a number of customers. So these components cannot be easily identifiable, so that kind of cost can be considered as the indirect cost. Then the tour cost can be also divided as fixed cost and variable cost. Fixed cost means the period cost, that is which is actually fixed in nature, because the marketing cost. So we while deciding the cost of the tour package, we will make a decisions regarding what is the cost, marketing cost component. So let's say why while marketing a particular tour package, let's say the pilgrimage tour package which we have developed in this year. So we will first calculate the total marketing cost involved in the marketing activities of that particular pilgrimage tour package. Then we will divide that cost into simple elements, like so we will have make a decisions regarding that marketing cost, that we will take a per head cost of 100 from each selling of this tour package. So that kind of cost can be termed as fixed cost, which can be also termed as the period cost, because it depends on time rather than output or a product. So we will fix that the marketing cost per head cost is 100 rupees for this year. So in the entire year of 2020, we will take 100 rupees per head as the marketing cost. So that is actually fixed for a particular time period. So that kind of cost is considered as the fixed cost or a period cost. Then variable cost means it actually varies from one person to another, because the interest of the customer is varying, and they will prefer different types of accommodation for their stay. They will prefer different modes of transportation for their travel and all. So from each person, these costs will be varied. So that kind of cost element can be considered as the variable cost, which is also known as the product cost, because actually it varies according to the type of product they are using. So if they are using 5-star deluxe hotels for their stay, the price will be high. So if they are using a 1-star or 2-star hotel or a tourist lodge, then the price will be very low. So that actually varies from person to person. So that is known as the product cost. So the costing is actually a very complex process. It is a key element in package tour business. So several uncontrollable factors may create the risk of loss in tour operating business. So they have to consider all these unexpected things while costing of this tour package. And several internal and external factors also determine the cost of the tour package. So this is actually a very complex and uh, uh, very key element in the package tour business. Thank you.